Atlanta Hawks. Thanks for joining us on this 2K broadcast. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. Young misses. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up, and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Pass to Porzingis. And out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. On offense, here is San Antonio. Fox outside. To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
There's Young with the three. The rebound by the Spurs.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
I'm always worried about Victor's head hitting the rim.
Pass to Young. Fires the three. 5 to shoot. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Barnes with it. Now guarded by Daniels. Here's Fox. On the wing, Vassell. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all. I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Here's Fox, following the score by Atlanta. Pass to Wembanyama, and stolen by Porzingis. Outside Young. Beyond the arc. Takes a three. And that one's good. Kristaps Porzingis for three. Porzingis has got 5.
So smooth off the catch. Porzingis is excellent at judging when to take quick shots.
Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
Outside Porzingis. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. And he banks in the layup. He's got 7.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Porzingis for 3. Vassell with the rebound. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
He is such an elusive cover. The Frenchman Wembanyama is especially hard to stop in transition.
There's Young with the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Well, you can tell when a shooter is confident. He shot that like he knew it was going in.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs.
22.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Here's Champagny. To the paint. Here's Cornette. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Cornette's got his first 2 points. Tim, so many different offensive systems in the NBA. You have a personal favorite to watch?
Yeah, I think I've got a soft spot in my heart for those systems that involve player movement and ball movement, particularly trying to get shooters looks off of screens.
I love the .5 offenses, in and out of the hands, moving the ball fast.
No doubt about it, very difficult to defend.
Here's Harper, inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sochan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Kennard outside. Here's Okongwu. Atlanta gets it back. Back to Kennard. Launches it. On target from range. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. And it's Krejci missing. One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go.
Pass to Harper. Spurs need to get one up here. Champagny shot is off.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's Champagny. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Down low. Sochan. Pass to Champagny. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Here's Gay. Rebound by San Antonio. Outside Johnson to the paint.
Atlanta foul. Substitution on the court.
1:46 left in the second. Pass to Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. The layup off target. Hawks trail by 13. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Kennard can't get it to go. On offense, here is San Antonio. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. To the middle. To in the cold spell. Crafty move. Fires from deep. Barnes with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Inside. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama, so comfortable inside.
Yeah, and this is the kind of impact Wemby makes offensively because he can score in just so many ways.
Kennard outside. Back to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
center position by NBA standard, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
I love how he's taking charge out there. Here, offensively, riding the wave.
Here's Krejci. The putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Got it off in time. And so the San Antonio Spurs, in a good situation, up. By 13 points to close the quarter. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. More 2K action in just a moment. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Porzingis in the post. Rebound by San Antonio. And a youth movement for this Hawks roster. What went into that, Tim?
Well, first, they climbed 10 spots to get the #1 pick, which led to Zachary Rissache. Then the trade of DeJounte Murray, which got them Dyson Daniels, who's 7 years younger. And, of course, you've got Jalen Johnson, who's breaking out. So they've got some young talent that is on the rise.
Now here's Porzingis. 7 points in the game. Back to Young. Lets the three fly. Oh, Trey virtually automatic from deep.
Yeah, Trey Young can change the course of a game with his outside shooting.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Castle. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Vassell from the arc. San Antonio again missing. Daniels with it. Fox picks him up. Outside Porzingis. Misses the three. Spurs lead by 10. Here's Wembanyama. And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul of the game. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. San Antonio shooting their first free throw in this game. And the technical free throw is good. All right, Legs, when it comes to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
Great list of young guys who can do both.
Johnson on the wing. Just 2 to shoot. The jumper from the wing off target. Hawks trail by 11. Pass to Daniels. Quickly becoming one of the most feared defenders in the game, Tim. Dyson Daniels.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, Brian. Daniels is always engaged. Every second he's on the court, and he's right there lurking for a deflection or a steal.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Harper. Still no points. Pass to Johnson. Here's Champagnie. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Porzingis in the post. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Porzingis. Emphatic putback by Kristaps.
I love whenever Porzingis hits the offensive boards. He has the height needed to hurt defenses in this regard.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." BA, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. To the paint. Sohan outside. Here's the 3. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Hawks trail by 6. Porzingis up top. Left side Young. Here's Johnson. Right side Risache. Back to Johnson. No good with a layup. San Antonio leading by 6. Out to the right wing. From deep, Harper. Rebounded by Johnson. And here's Young. He'll bring it up to the Atlanta Hawks. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming on the free throw. They kick it out to Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Johnson for 3. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
To the middle. Here's Sohan. And that one is hammered home.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
There's the screen by Johnson. Pass to Daniels. Puts up a 3. That one no good.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
San Antonio shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. Spurs lead by 9. Now here's Fox. No points yet. Vassell outside. Back to Fox. To the inside. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Okongwu. And we've reached the end of the third. San Antonio on top, up by 9. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. And Atlanta has possession. They trail by 9. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
And it's Fox penetrating. Wembanyama's shot is good.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Outside, Alexander Walker. 6 on the shot clock. There's the three. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Spurs lead by 9. Outside Barnes. Vassell outside. To the middle. Nice shot by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This can be a simple game. Get the ball to Wemby, let him score.
Here's Gay. Can't cash it in from close range. On offense, here is San Antonio. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball. Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Barnes, no good. Hawks trail by 12. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Back to Porzingis. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. There's the screen by Johnson. Back to Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. He's off from 3. San Antonio leading by 12. Here's Wembanyama. Wemby putting on a show.
For Vassell to really make an impact, that's what he has to do. Initiate the offense.
That'll be a 5-second call.